MLB Network welcomes you inside Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Chicago White Sox. Los Angeles attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next.
Chicago White Sox.
Kwang Young Kim gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, one thing to look out for him, Matt, is if he can avoid the big inning. It's not that big of a deal to give up a run here or there, but sometimes he can be prone to giving up 3 or 4 in an inning, and that kind of derails the whole start when that happens. Limit the damage, and he'll be just fine.
Tony Kemp will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Ready now for L.A., David Fletcher. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5. Nice line drive to right field right there. Dan, does it concern you when you're missing middle, hard at the plate early in the game?
It does, D-Roll, and this is the kind of guy that he can't get away with those kind of mistakes. He needs to work the corners up, down, in and out. And like that one right there, he has to stay out of the middle of the zone.
That'll bring in Luis Rengifo as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fletcher aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Engel will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that brings up Mike Trout. He's set. Here it comes as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Pause, now the pitch. 3-0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0, you can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Shohei Ohtani digging in next. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 10 home runs and 36 RBIs. One and one. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters. Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Whoa.
So now to the plate, Jared Walsh. And he hits it hard to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with two gone.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon, who's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
1-0.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Now a third runner heading for the plate. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go on this one.
Into the box now, Taylor Ward, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
In the dirt, the throw will go to third. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Angels are out in front, 3-0. Griffin Canning gets the starting nod for the Halos. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now at the plate here is Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
White Sox, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Pitch on the way. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today. They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
Batting second, the third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Striding in is Yoan Moncada. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. And now the first pitch.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Trout is back to the track as he takes it for route number 2.
Batting third.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. Now here's the first offering. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. So now into the box is Taylor Ward, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. Fouled off. Lined hard and deep down the left field line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Fouled away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So Joe Adele bats now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 3 homers and an even 20 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 2-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
He's looking a lot sharper and settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And it's fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
2 out, nobody on. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Chopped weakly to the left. The next 3-2. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. The 3-2 one more time. Down the left field line and deep. And no one will track it down.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Engel able to track it down for the 3rd out. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now.
Grandal.
Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Had him hacking at the 2-0 change, and it's back to 2-1.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Grandal with a 3-1 count now. The 3-1.
I got 3-2.
And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
So here's Jose Abreu, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. The average at 284 to begin play. 27 homers and an even 70 RBIs. 0-1, here it comes. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So here's Josh Reddick, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
I mean, this offense has gotten some ugly swings off early. This pitcher is on point right now. He is mixing and matching, and everything's working.
Lifted down the line in left. Adele is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox, still down 3-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping in once again is David Fletcher. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Now the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. So with one away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. Next up, Luis Rengifo. He flew out in his last AB. Now here's the first offering.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air to left field. Waiting on it is Jimenez. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels.
Base is empty, 2 away, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Now the 2-1. The count now at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Angels are gone in order. They lead it 3-0. Stepping up is Adam Engel, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The left fielder.
So the next to bat will be Eloy Jimenez. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. First pitch on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 10 home runs, and 48 driven in. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Count even at 2-2. The pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And Rendon will look this one in to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They trail it here 3-0. Next up, the two-way Japanese import, Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei.
The pitch. Ohtani is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 2-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Still 2-2. Three and 2. The count is full to the Angels DH. Jared Walsh waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So next to bat will be Jared Walsh. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-0 home. Count even now at 1-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels first baseman.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First offering. Anthony Rendon is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And here's Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. He'll try again. 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Moncada gloves it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Trout is there, and he has it for the first out. So 1 out, nobody aboard, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoán Moncada. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air to center field. On the move is Trout. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next, here is Tony Kemp. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch on its way.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. This is on the ground over to first, right to him, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Michael Kopech, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Michael Kopech.
So stepping in is Taylor Ward. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. The 1-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Joe Adell. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
That's a ball. 2-2. Down.
1 out, nobody on. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Full count. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting. Catcher.
Now to bat, Kurt Suzuki. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
Up next, David Fletcher. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Now the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Suzuki leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. 2-2 now.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Angels strand 1, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
White Sox.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Yasmani Grandal.
First pitch on its way. Yasmani Grandal is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Pops this one up. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out. Up next for Chicago, Jose Abreu comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
3-2 now. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Josh Reddick will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a looper to left. Left fielder coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out. Next to dig in, Adam Engel struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Adam Engel.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, that's a ball.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
That's wide. 2-0. This one's flared out toward left, and the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box, Eloy Jimenez, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Pulls this one in the air out to left. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. Still down 3-0. Garrett Crochet is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Garrett Crochet.
Top half of the sixth about to get started, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Luis Rengifo. And now the first pitch. As he sends it on the ground to first. Taken in by Abreu. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. Crochet has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now in the 8th and 9th inning, big power arm guys that have really two good pitches that they can strike you out with, and that's what this guy is here. If he doesn't have one, he has the other, and if he has them both, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Shohei Ohtani will be next. 1 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Shohei Ohtani. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No hits to this point. Now the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, look at the dive. He's out. They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So now here is Cesar Hernandez. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss. 2-1 now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Skied into straightaway right. Ward is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The batter,
and
number
with
7.
one away, we give you a look here at the division standings in the month of September.
Anderson.
Next, it'll be Tim Anderson. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. The pitch. A ball and no strikes. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the White Sox. 2-0. And now a pitch on the way. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. And he misses again, ball 3. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Now a throw over. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Line toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tony Kemp.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. First pitch of the AB on its way.
1-0.
Anderson stands at second with 2 gone. Swing and a line drive. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around to score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
1-1.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. 2 out with the man at first. One and 2 to the White Sox catcher. Two and 2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. high fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. So 1 run here, 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left on. Aaron Bummer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For the White Sox, number 39, Aaron Bummer.
7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Jared Walsh. And the pitch. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Next up is Anthony Rendon. His career numbers against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Bummer, a 27-year-old. He was selected in the 19th round during the 2014 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Here comes the 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
To the plate now, Taylor Ward. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
Hey, this guy has come in and just done his job. Period. The end. Chance to toss a scoreless inning right here with 2 down. They're only down 2. A bloop and a blast, and this game's tied.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. He stays alive, still 2-2. And now a pitch on the way.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Line toward the alley in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-Roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. In there, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two, 1. Here it is.
Down to 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fouled away. And he has to fight to stay alive there, as this is just pushed foul to the right, and he'll get another shot. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now to the plate, here is Kurt Suzuki. For his career in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First offering on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Ward on second. Adele on at first with 2 down. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box now, David Fletcher, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Jake Diekman answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it.
Diekman.
Luis Rengifo will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. As a look, now the pitch.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
1-0, here it is.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot. If it's not there, you have to take.
Popped him up. Grandal is under it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1-run scores here in the frame. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. MLB Network is back on the south side after this. Mike Mayers gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now.
The first baseman, Jose Abreu.
He's set and the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that's the first out. Next will be the designated hitter, Josh Reddick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now. The count now at 2-1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number
so 2
15.
away here as the Sox bat in the 7th. And up next, one of the best defensive center fielders in the league, Adam Engel. First delivery to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack. But also, the guy on the mound's got to eat, too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. And it's fouled away. And that one yanked just foul. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail it 4-1. And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. His past history with Jake Diekman. He's 1 for 4.
Mike Trout.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0.
Nope.
Talk about certain guys in a lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Now the 2-0 home. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Three and 1.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3 and 1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. Diekman, a former member of the Oakland A's. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Trout gets his lead at first, nobody out. Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. Two and 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball and out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run off the bat of Shohei Ohtani. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Craig Kimbrell is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell. Now batting, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Standing in now, Jared Walsh, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Anderson scoops it up, and there's one away. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's hitting .429. He also has one home run. From the stretch, as he'll take a look at ball one. Kimbrell, once a member of the Chicago Cubs organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Chopper to short.
Anderson brings it in.
In time to first, and there are two away. And now Taylor Ward singled in his last at bat. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Off the plate, ball one.
The 1-0 is taken for ball two. Outside, 3-0 now. Joe Adell would be next. That's in there, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jimenez has got it, and the side is retired. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the eighth. It's the Angels 6 and the White Sox 1. Number 67 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
For the Angels, number 67.
At the plate now is Eloy Jimenez. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo home run for Eloy Jimenez. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now.
Man, that's not very nice. You come in from the bullpen and you get greeted with a bomb. He's going to have to hit the reset button pronto.
So now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez.
Nope.
And he lays off there 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First offering on its way, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Hernandez leads off second with nobody out. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
Can't lose, Bull.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So here's Yoan Moncada as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Hard on the ground towards short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
In now, Tony Kemp. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here it comes, 1-0. Popped him up. Rendon has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the White Sox.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Soft grounder left side. He's got it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. On to the 9th inning now at Guaranteed Rate Field. Now a 6-2 ball game. Ryan Tepera enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Tepera.
So here is Joe Adell. It was a walk in his last trip.
Number 7, Joe Adell.
And now the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kemp is in pursuit. He's there and records the first out.
Now that.
Digging in next, Kurt Suzuki singled home a run in his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Fouled off. 0-1, here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Here comes the 1-2. Fouled away. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, David Fletcher. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Down and away, ball 1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kemp finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Angels are gone in order. They lead it 6-2. Jose Suarez, a little 5'10" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Jose Suarez.
Ready now for the White Sox, Jose Abreu. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Jose Abreu.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
One ball, 1 strike, the count. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. The 3-2 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Trout is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
First offering on its way. Josh Reddick stands in as he looks at ball one here.
And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A ball and a strike. Suarez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his third season as a major league player. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's too high.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
And it's fouled away. Popped him up.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
The right fielder, number 15.
Next, it'll be Adam Engel. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The White Sox down to their last strike. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Got to think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Los Angeles Angels posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Griffin Canning earns his 8th victory of the season, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Kwang Young Kim was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs, 6 hits.